these. So, conversation for 12 to 15. How do we? Well, we'll start with Crush. I think actually, everything should be in for Crush and TAFO stats because he was basically the summer's big boy. Let me go in the TAFO stats. Let's look at Crush first because he was 12. He was right behind SFAT. SFAT's just sick. Just like S2J's sick. Not the red alone about Crush. AP is 2-2. Is AP actually 2-2 on Crush? That seems wild. Oh yeah, wow. That's so weird. Absent Page is good. People are probably gonna give me flack for overrating Absent Page. He's just good. He was my boy. That was one of my best calls I've made. Thanks to what's his name, Absent Page, the guy who owns whatever sponsors Absent Page, reaching out to me. I can't take that on my own. All right. So what has Crush done this year? Winning over Pew Pew that's a sick Genesis. I mean, that's a kind of with the way I perceive Crush right now. How I'd expect him to perform. Dropped out. Lost the Swedish Hunger Box. Beat SFAT. Pretty sick. Absent Page is really good. Yeah. Let's see. Wins over KJH, Rishi, Lucky. That's a really good. Such an odd. Well, I guess he came back and lost. Oh wait, till it's time. Yeah, sorry to. I can only. You would There's this guy named Epic Tossed in the Melee Stats Discord. You would love discussing Absent Page with him. He's Absent Page's biggest fan by far. You'd love that guy. But what's he got? Wins the run back. I forgot that Crush was at Flatiron. I kind of just zero in on the Axe set. Is the live dashboard? Yeah, that's so weird. The live dashboard still isn't updating. Twitch is broke. Yeah, no, it doesn't even say I've been live for a while. That's really weird. Have I been only live? Yeah, no, I've been live for 7 minutes. I guess I'm not going to know how many people are here. All right. Yeah, and it's probably hard to compete with Mango Stream anyway. This is more for me and for the VOD. Yeah, so he got a top 20 win on Shoot At. I lost the Wiz Robe, and the Beyblade loss is the big thing that kind of was the question that dragged him down for some people. I do remember that. And then Majors, really, that's where he lost to Absent Page and Cyrox. That's a weird event. It's a weird event for him. Traded sets with Absent Page. Well, actually, 2-1 Absent Page. And Gang. Yeah, that's kind of... Smuckers was killing it. So why is Crush... Why is there so much hype around Crush? I feel like I had the same thing happen this summer when I put Crush pretty low. I forget I'd Crush like... I think I had Lucky and... Hugs over Crush, if I remember correctly. I don't understand. Yeah, Crush is definitely not 12th. I just don't understand all the hype. He's got a Zane win, but there's so many people with Zane wins, especially in this sort of area. I really don't. Especially, I don't want to help him. I don't want to I don't want to punish him for being inactive, like for having a life and stuff. But I feel like players who attend more should be rewarded. I don't think anything should be taken away from him, but. I think I definitely don't think he's 13. I don't think he's here. Like, there's nothing insanely special about the year Crush has had. I feel like I don't want to give into the Crush hype. I don't understand it. So he's definitely not our 13. So he's like out of conversation for that. Why don't I do this? Like, do 13, and then, yeah, these subcategories start getting really weird. Yeah, we'll just do this for now. Who's in conversation for that? Okay, Swedish Delight. Let's look at him. Does he deserve to be the man right behind SFAT? We'll take a look at his year as well. There's probably most of his stuff in here besides some. Oh yeah, he had a really poor. Let me Actually, we'll look at his year first. I want to get to recency bias. I know he went 0-3. But exactly how he got to that 0-3 is lost Rishi, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, I also got a lot. Lod was kind of that's more kind of my melee stats shining through, because there's always a lot of propensity to rank him high, because obviously Lod's a good player. Lod's a fantastically talented player, but Lod's in the similar situation as Crush. He had school, so he's not really hasn't been to as much as he could. Who was I looking up? I was looking up Swedish Delight. There we go. Let's see what he got. Big House losing the Hungry Box Plup, beating S2J. That's such a weird. Oh yeah, because the Plup upset. That's why he had such a poor ranking, poor like performance by placing. Losing the SFAT Army. It's definitely a fantastic win for Army. Beat Darktooth and Lin, both of the homies. Beating Duck's pretty good. There's our Mango, kind of what you'd expect here. Beating Armada, pretty good. Kind of the highlight of that performance. Kind of the highlight of his, maybe the highlight of his career, if not taking that one Luigi game off of Hungry Box. Yeah, all Icy's players have like super weird losses. Losing to a bait, and that's a really bad event for Swedish. What else do you got? Losing the Cobb, Mike Hayes, like those are some bad losses. Yeah, just kind of those from those two events. Like I don't feel super confident in giving this next spot to Swedish as well either. That Armada win. Yeah, without the Armada win, I don't think he would be anywhere close. Penderno? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry about that, but thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, Gammel losing to Amsa, beating Amsa, losing to Amsa, and beating Amsa the same event. That's legendary. Beating LaCroix, masterpiece. Yeah, like I with all these like sus losses kind of sprinkled in here, I don't feel like super confident giving that to him. He beat Toph though. The legendary player Toph. Let's look at his majors too real quick. This was a really good event for him. Like he's so Meme Lord Supreme. I love finding all these sick names going through it. Trip loss isn't bad, but like if he wants to be like up there, he shouldn't be losing that. Losing the absent page. Can't be dropping sense and losing the KJ8s. Yeah, there's just a lot of like losing the Rishi. Like these aren't bad losses by any mean. Losing to Young Bones Villain, like that's not a bad loss at all. Or losing to Roy. Roy's a pretty good character. There's just so many of these little sprinkled in that I don't think this is not the man that I see here. Let's look at Pew Pew next, because I'm a big fan of Pew Pew. And a fan in like I mean, I like rooting for him. Like when I see him, I'm gonna root for him to win. Well, it depends on who he's up against, but like I'm a fan of how good of his performances has been this year, if that makes any sense. Like I think he's a severely underrated player. I think he kind of gets why can't the TAFO stats gets a little confusing sometimes. I think he just kind of gets lumped in with SFAT sometimes, and just kind of like he's a boring player. Yeah, Pew Pew's good. Pew Pew's real sick. Yeah, I just want to like breeze over their years. Oh yeah, and then I didn't count in. I'll look at Summit again for another bad Swedish performance. Duck had a better win than Pew Pew. Yeah, Duck's probably like up there too. I think I have to look at Lod too and Army. Like I think like all these groups of people could be in here, and I feel like Hugs had just fallen off the map second half of the year. He just kind of hasn't done anything special. Oh, Duck. Yeah, let's look at Duck. We'll look at after just to get a better feel on Lod, because I don't know. I could have just duplicated. Let me just duplicate this so I can get a better feel. I can stop talking out of my ass a little bit less about Lod. Oh wait, I need the double LO on that. Let's see. Where do you think Lot is, son? Then. What kind of range would you have? You'd peg Lot on? Is it Rishi La Luna? Yeah, that's not that great. He beat Zamu though. Zamu's sick, and Kimchi. Kimchi's also cool. Where's the rest today? Not really taking super right outside. That's a sick run. That's a real sick tournament. Double limiting S2J, SFAT face roll. It's pretty good. Losing in June. Oh, losing IBW in June. Not a great. Yeah, I think he might. There might be a little bit overhype here too. Losing the Zane, you kind of expect that. Yeah, I think I might agree with you that Absent Pages might be above Lod. Losing Hacks and Ginger. That's a real bad tournament too. Why is he so? I guess because he's going back between school and stuff. Beating Army, he just should be doing that. Cyrox, Money Mike. Oh wow, that's a real close set with Money Mike. I wonder if Money Mike's gonna make it. I don't know if he's had any crazy wins. He's got a lot of really solid wins in here. But also like there's a lot of these bad losses sprinkled in here. Losing the Absent Page. Yeah, I think that's fair, that especially because he's been fairly inactive. I think that's to bump him back over here. I don't think he's top 20 material. Is Absent Page really gonna make? Well, I think like Absent Page, Hugs are gonna be three very interesting to look back, because Hugs has a Zane win and he has a Amsa win if I remember correctly. AP above all those dudes. All right. Let's not get too. Oh man, too over hyped on him. Let's go back to looking at Pew Pew. Let's talk about this 13th spot. Who gets the lucky one? Yeah, but I definitely agree now that looking over a lot of stuff that he's not as good. 2 AMSA wins, yeah, which is pretty good. Let's take a look at Kevin Toy. Rishi's I keep on I keep on seeing Rishi's name pop up. Like Rishi's not severely underrated. I think anyone who beats Mewtwo King is got a good shot. Rishi's probably top 30. If there's enough name, it depends on how many names that like have to go there or there. But I think Rishi has a real shot at being top 30. I mean, that Mewtwo King win helps a ton, especially. And I'm not saying that everyone doesn't look super into their ballots, but like having that on your list is huge. But back to looking at Pew Pew, it seems like all these guys have a handful of sus losses. I don't think anyone like stands out as super consistent amongst these guys. Yeah, like Duck might be up here too. Yeah, I'm not seeing anyone. Hugs beating Amsa twice is more impressive than Absent Page beating S2J 4 times. Well, Lucky's lost to Mewtwo King's a little weird because Mewtwo King's broken controller. Trust me, I'm very aware that Mewtwo King controller was broken. I think Mewtwo King wrote in the comments of that video himself, being upset with me not pointing that out. But that's a really good tournament. That's a really great tournament. Being Magi, Magi took a game off PPU. That's pretty sick. I really hope they make top 100. Losing to Zane, KJH. KJH is, KJH is another one of those players. I just forget how good he is sometimes. He's solid. Losing the Hugs and then going on an absolute tear. Yeah, I think when I also start seeing a lot of these, even though a lot of these guys also have taken sets off of S2J, I feel good about where I put S2J. I think he's a really good player. Fight Iron double eliminated by Axe, yeah. That was also a really good tournament. And he beat Zane here. Why are they playing best of 3 in Winter 16? Was that a one-day event? Yeah, I completely forgot about Duck's H-Box win. That's huge. That might be enough, like, because all these guys, they kind of have comparable Duck 13, PPU 14 does sound really enticing. Like, I need to look at Duck stuff again, but that Hungrybox win probably pushes him over the edge because it seems like a lot of these guys, Pew Pew's really been really consistent. Like, all these guys have these bad losses littered in here, but like Faust, I think is his only like super bad win if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, having a Hungrybox win is insane. When we consider that Hungrybox is the best player in the world this year, like, that's how it is. Wait, Pew Pew is good. Having a win on Zane's pretty sick too. Yeah, because Pew Pew is just very consistent. In a year where there's so many players who aren't that consistent, losing the Rishi, the Marthido is weird. I'm not gonna just like completely write that off as like a bad loss, but he's got like his loss to Faust. Shroom has been in a weird place. Losing the KJH is kind of weird, and it's such a matchup that should be strong for him. Duck's a really good player. That's kind of a weird loss. Westball's also. It seems like Pew Pew, his like losses that are littered in here are all these players that like have had weird-ish years. But not saying that he shouldn't have lost to that Crush beat Zane, Swedish beat Armada. Yeah. Yeah. Let me go back to what was I thinking of? Yeah, Pew Pew is pretty solid. I think he's up in here. Let's look at None because we'll look at None and Duck, and then I think we can probably, unless there's anyone else you guys think should be. I'll look at Lucky as well. I think Lucky's probably pretty safely out of this conversation. I'll look at Lucky, Duck, and None, and then I think I can make a decision. But I think Lucky's far out of this conversation. Let me just peruse this real quick for Lucky instead of looking all over his stuff. Mewtwo King win is good, but he's got a Zane win, also pretty good. Basically has a, like, you can look at this because they play so much. That's a losing record against S. Well, obviously that's a losing record, but that's what I see. Like, generally Lucky loses the SFAT is what I see from that. And like also what I'd see is generally Lucky beats S2J, which is pretty good to have. But that's kind of what I see when I look at that. Winning record against Hugs though is pretty sick. Losing record against Westball is not great. Losing, that's pretty much tied against Army, trading sets with Army. But like, yeah, I don't see losing. Where did he lose to Santi? The roast, yeah, where Santi was killing it. Yeah, like I don't see 13th best player in the world in these results. Just looking in this heads to heads, I don't see that. Like this Mewtwo King, if there wasn't that air of Mewtwo King's controller being broken around that, I think putting Lucky that high would be a little bit more interesting, would be a little bit more feasible. But like just looking at the stat line, he doesn't look like 13th best in the world to me. Yeah, like he doesn't look like top 15. Like, I'm not betting on Lucky. Who was it? Was it against like Moki or? It was like one of those up and coming foxes. He threw it against him, and like Lucky should have lost that set. Like, but the other guy threw. None is not top 15. Let's look at None next, because I feel like people think None is like the dumb flashy Captain Falcon when he's actually like a really smart, consistent player who has a winning record on Wizrobe, if I remember correctly. He's even with Wizrobe, which is pretty good against a player who's also kind of consistent. Let's see what None's done. Losing the Plup Hugs. How did None get 0-3'd by Hugs? That should be a matchup he should be winning, no problem. Even, yeah. Using the Shroom Zane, beating Wizrobe. That's a pretty... losing the Dark Atma is weird. Besides that, that's a sick run. Yeah. There's the West Ball's Lucky. That's a tough matchup. I don't know how Lucky is at the Falcon matchup. I forget what Lucky is versus S2J. He was up on S2J, right? Yeah, so he's probably going to win that matchup. That makes sense. Beat the 100th best player in the world, Bobby Big Balls. Lose the Army. That's fair. Army sick. Yeah, like these are like pretty consistent results up in here. Like all these are him just losing the players he should probably lose to. Oh, if he would have had that Amsa win, that would be really good. Yeah, like nothing besides like Dark Atma. None of these losses, Cyrox loss is kind of a little weird. I mean, that's a tough matchup. I don't want to give him too much excuses though for like, hey, he plays Falcon. There's like so many matchups that are just hard for him. Yeah, he's consistent. Let's look at his spread here. Even with Wizrobe is a pretty good thing to be able to boast. Winning records on a lot of these following guys. Winning record on West Balls. Why does he put so many sets with Ryan Ford? Oh. That would be why. About to say, it's like, they're not two guys who are going to meet. They're not same region. Yeah, Nun's good. There's a lot more consistency here than some of the other players, or at least like this range. Yeah, I don't think he's 13, but I think he's close. Like Nun's pretty good. Nun versus Swedish is probably something I want to talk about. No, actually, these three are probably an interesting conversation to have. Have I looked at Duck stuff? I think I have to look at Duck stuff, and then we can... It's probably going to be Duck, Pew Pew, and then we move from there. But I just want to make sure I'm not forgetting some, like, horrible performance that Duck put on that I forgot about. Swedish and Crush are not... I don't know. Swedish and Crush are really... Crush had a fantastic half of the year. He was 12. Duck I was looking for. Let me pull some up real quick. Yeah, Twitch is still not updating those. 2-1 on Amza is about the same as 4-4 on Wizrobe. I think 4-4 is a whole lot more valuable because that shows over a extended period of sets that you can still keep it even. Crush isn't just like, oh, he hasn't done anything since he was 12, so he's still 12. Like, I don't think that's how that works at all. But let's look at Duck real quick. His Hungrybox, that tournament might not even be in here. His Hungrybox. What tournament was it? I'm blanking on that well, Mango Homecoming is in here, so it's probably in here. What am I blanking on the name of the tournament where he took the set off of Hungrybox? I don't know. It was like a smaller event, but I mean, let's go through and see what he's done. Using the Axe 11. Nothing crazy here. Close set with Shiz is weird. But I mean, he didn't lose, so that's what matters. Face roll. That's tough. Swedish, yeah. Beating Absent Page. The God. Fat Goku lost. I remember that being a weird upset, but taking a win off of Amsa there is a nice way to bounce back from that. Mango Hugs. Yeah. The Swedish's Armada win's probably going to... I could see Swedish probably being after... Oh, but Swedish is really inconsistent. I could see non-Swedish Crush. And then we can kind of build off there. But let me continue looking at Ducks. Results. Westpol's SFAT. Yeah, 2 close sets. So those are heartbreakers. What's West Balls versus Duck historically? Because it seems that's a good record for. Okay, they're even at least this year. Yeah, I don't know what they're like historically. How many people have wins over Amsa this year? SFAT does, that's for sure. I know that. Duck does. Duck's even with it. Hugs is 2 wins over him. Axe, yeah, Beyond. Oh yeah, Cobalt. That's Cobalt is going to be real big bumped up by that. Yeah, Amsa wins are rare, but not like Hungrybox wins. Actually, Hungrybox wins relative to how they have been in the past are I mean they're still rare, but not as rare as they've previously been. Oh yeah, he lost that weird set the Absent Page. What's their head-to-head for the year? I believe it's just Duck winning everything else. Oh, they only played twice, yeah. But I'd expect Duck to probably win that if they met up again. Losing the KJH, losing the Zanes, kind of what do you expect? Losing the Zane, Leffen. That's a good tournament. I'm still confused why Twitch isn't updating like the dashboard thing. Maybe there's just an issue going on at Twitch backside. If I go to my page and just look at the viewer count, does that work? Does it just not say I'm live? Hello? Can you guys see it? Let me pull it over here. Can you guys not see a viewer count either? That's so weird. I don't like that. Something's a little messy with Twitch. Yeah, tell me if you guys can see it on your end. That's just super weird. Yeah, it doesn't look like Duck has any like egregious losses that make me. Yeah, like these are kind of all players who are better than them and you would expect. And like KJH taking one every once in a while. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Josh. That's so. I guess Twitch is having issues right now. Hopefully, I'm not like buried on. Now I'm concerned. I think I'm probably buried on the Melee page too. I mean, again, these are, you can see it in theater mode. Theater mode. That was terrible. I don't even know what that was supposed to be. Oh yeah, okay. I can see it there for 8 viewers. Yeah. So I'm not. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Blast. I appreciate that. You know, I think beating Hungrybox is pretty good. I think Pew Pew has been super consistent. What is more important? Doesn't even show up on the Melee page? What? Ah, come on. Whatever. Yeah, again, like I said, it's more for the VOD than anything. Lucky over none. I don't think lucky over none. None's been super consistent. And having an even record with whatchamacallit. Even record with Wizard is pretty good. Let's What am I thinking? Crush at a solid beginning. I could maybe see Crush at 15. Well, top 8 doesn't matter. Breaking into top 8 doesn't matter. That's kind of like ranking, making it into top 8 really. The thing that matters is who you would have to play to make it into top 8. Town Crier, thank you for the bits, homie. Thank you for the Kaffas. It's a lot of Kaffas. 5 to be exact. Yeah, Crush is such a weird anomaly because he's got Zane wins. Does he have? He's got an S, yeah. But yeah, again, I gotta remember not to give into the Crush hype. That's pretty consistent, even I mean for a lack of attendance. I think I'd rather not. But I would expect Crush. I probably expect Pew Pew at this current moment to Pew Pew and Duck to both outplace him if there's a tournament every weekend. Can't say that high with such a low attendance. None lost. Oh yeah, None did have the. Oh, and he did have the Kimchi loss. You are correct. The Kimchi loss and the Boyd and Michael losses. I still think Crush is a good player, even though if he hasn't been able to attend stuff, and he's a consistent player. I think None should still be pretty high though. Like all these guys have bad, and if they all have bad losses, then it should be by the peaks. and then Bananas and Army should be up here. I think Crush is 15. Army Bananas over Crush and None? No, God no. They've so many bad losses. They're Icy's players. It's so much on depend on brackets. I think Crush at 15th is fair. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way I put both those Icy's players. Maybe let me look at like Army's results. I can't imagine all of his stuff. I mean, everything's still not already in here. Army Bananas over Lucky and Absent Page. Let me look at Army stuff, because Army was, I remember for the third quarter rankings, Army was pretty high. So what we did expect from an Icy player: bad loss to Chewed At. Not bad losses, beating Swedish, beating Katsu. Yeah, Bananas rest of his year really isn't up to snuff. Losing the Diz Kid, did he just drop? Who did? Oh, I guess he DQ'd. Only having one loss in here. That was an insane run, but he lost to Drunk Sloth to have to make that run. Beating Mango's pretty sick. Losing to Lot is exactly what you would expect. Zane and he lost to OKP. Yeah, let's go through this. See what we got. Losing to Kalamazoo, who never lose Bananas recent run of some. Oh yeah, that was over here updating. Let me pull this up instead so I don't see the little flickering in the corner of my eye. I forgot Army has an axe win as well. Michael Blade-wise, that's a weird tournament. That's not that great. Losing to a semi-retired. Oh, that's a bad tournament too. Diz Kid and Tech Boy. Ugh. Eddie Mexico. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff in here for your boy Army. Yeah, Zamo, you're probably gonna be top 100. I don't think that was gonna be top 50. I don't think you're gonna be top 50, but you're almost certainly be top 100. You got a lot of fans in Melee stats, so you gotta be. We're gonna stuff the ballots for you. Well, no, we would never do that. No, Army just has too many bad losses, and I mean that it's not anything against him. It's just like par for the course for Icy's players. How many players do we have? So we have 5 players left for the top 20. No, AP's gonna. I don't know, man. AP's also had some weird losses. Minnesota Ben. But it's just all this is like, Icy's losing the Kalamazoo is bad. I mean, yeah. Fiction wins don't count, though. Yeah. I think Absent Page is going to be 21, like, the way everything shakes out. Because Absent Page has definitely been more consistent than Army and Bananas. Oh, is Bananas top 20? Is Bananas 20? Well, it doesn't take it away that it's someone from a state. Crush seems a little bit underrated. Well, Crush didn't intend anything for the second half of the year, and Duck beat Hungrybox, and Pew Pew has been amazingly consistent throughout the entire year. So I don't think Crush deserves... Anyway, no, Fiction doesn't count. We're not bringing... Yeah, Fiction would beat everyone. Crush shouldn't be that... wait, did someone just say Crush seems... yeah, Fable says Crush is too low, and then Sun said Crush is too high. Yeah, Bananas does have 3 Godwins, which is insane. I think I believe Crush is good, but I feel like I feel happy with putting him here because he's good. He's consistent, but he just wasn't here half the year. I don't think players should get benefited from that. should be able to benefit from that. Swedish and none. Swedish. I think Swedish 16 seems fair. Beating Armada, as much as it's a one-time thing and it's not going to have, it's almost certainly never going to happen again. Well, because Armada's retired and he'll never play ever again. Totally. Now I think Crush over Swedish is fair. Crush is consistent. If someone had Crush's year but spread throughout, Fables, I completely agree with that. If someone had Crush's year and it was spread out through the entire year, they would definitely be higher. But because he kind of like disappeared, like that kind of none has some bad loss. Ambi is the sickest melee stats player. Oh yeah, for sure. Like person who plays in melee stats. I think he's probably the is he the best? Well, Tafo. I don't know how Ambi stacks up to YCZ or Sleepy, but Ambi's really good. I beat Ambi in a Fox Ditto once though, so I'm basically as good as Ambi. Ambi would be like probably like top 5 in Philly if he came here. No, when someone performances when they happen do matter. That's like the whole point that like if Crush's wins were spread out, they would be because it shows that he can be consistently good as people adapt throughout the year. Yeah, I think when performances happen, like thinking about it, like he had a win against Zayn in the beginning of the year. I think a win against Zayn, if it happened today, is so much more valuable than a win against Zayn at Genesis. Like that's huge. Showing that you can be consistent throughout the year is pretty important. And I don't think people should benefit from not showing up to events. Because if someone had like their first half of the year was amazing, like they beat all of the top 6 and then they just like rest on their laurels after they take a couple bad losses. That's a hypothetical universe that doesn't exist kind of example, but like I think that's a good place for Crush. Give time for people to learn from him, and he didn't have to adapt to the current world of Melee. That is a very good point. That is kind of what I'm trying to get at. Like that's and the whole question of the thing is of consistency, and it not showing up. Well, showing up is half the battle. Not showing up gives us a less of a idea of how consistent they are. You're punishing players for not stopping after. Wait, what? You're punishing players for not stopping after their best performance. Yeah, I think people should continue to show up to events. That's why at points in the year, I think I talked about this on the last stream, that I still kept Hungrybox at number 1 for a while because he just attends so much. Like he puts himself out there. No, but I respect people who attend a lot of events. Like I think that should be rewarded. Yeah. Okay, so let's start ranking some people. I need to rechange these headers. I think these guys are in the same. Anyone else you guys think should be in this conversation? I guess absent. I need to look at Westball's absent page and hugs and like really see. I don't think Westball's the meme holds true. Yeah, all these guys are gonna be ranked between 15 and 14. Yeah, this is 17 to 20 now. I know you're gonna say absent page. Let's look at. I want to look at Hugs' year again. Actually, let me Hugs' head-to-heads. The thing that just makes this difficult. One, everything. None had a great year. None had a fantastic year. Absent page not being in that conversation. I need to also look again at absent page's year. He's got a lot of good wins. We'll look at Hugs. Hugs having an AMSA win and a Zayn win is pretty sick. And then having kind of sus reps. Armored Goose, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Commaster 27 easy. No. That's a Mike's hard no from me, homie. Beyond, Fables, can you give me like a like a detailed readout of Absent Page's losses, or like bad losses that I should be concerned about. I'm not saying that it sounded like it came out a little like demeaning. Like I'm just curious off the top of my head. 2 Santi losses? Really? Got double eliminated by Santi? He beats Michael. That's a. Oh yeah, his worst loss is obviously Minnesota Ben. Losing record against Rishi. Rishi's pretty sick. Lost to Ginger. Yeah, he does have a lot of sus losses in here. Yeah, I think Absent Page is like Absent Page. He's how do I want to describe this? He's got consistency like at. I don't know how I want to go on it. No, sorry, he's got a lot of bad losses. Like those these are not the losses of a top 20 player. Or these can be the losses of a top 20 player this year if they have the peaks to back them up. Like Absent Page has been good, but he doesn't. His best win is Crush, and having a winning record on S2J is pretty good. But like when he's competing with even record with Wizrobe, Godwins, like he doesn't have the peaks or consistency to compete with these guys. Like you need to. He's got a really high. He's got kind of bad consistency, but a really high peak. He's got really good consistency, and some good peaks. He's just really but he didn't hit 10 shit. Amazing peaks, really consistent. Some bad losses, but and pretty overall consistent. Like you need to have. It's all about peaks versus consistency, and it's not like one is always better than the other. You have to find that happy medium. Yeah, he just doesn't. Absent Page doesn't have the peaks. Absent Page is so good, but he just doesn't have. He doesn't have that Mango win. He doesn't have that Mewtwo King win. He doesn't have that yet. Alona's weird too. Alona's gonna be such a weird player of the rank. I think Nun's over lucky, no question. I can honestly see like Nun lucky 17-18. Does anyone feel ridiculously disgusted by that? Nun lucky 17-18. Let me look at Lucky's losses again. Because I mean, again, the Mewtwo King win is weird. Oh, and he also has his aim win. That's pretty good. What are Nun's? Nun's just consistent. Oh, he's got the Wizrobe wins. I think compare Nun and Lucky. I'll go through and run their stats again. Yeah, because it's all this whole process is so hard because you've got to keep like, even when you're comparing two players, you know a lot of the results off the top of your head. You just have to keep so much in your brain at once. Like I feel pretty confident of Nun over Lucky, but yeah, I'll review, especially if we have to debate anyone else. Well, yeah, we'll have whoever's the lower of them debate against them. Well, Nun's even with Wizzy. Okay, I'll keep Lucky's thoughts. Okay, but yeah, I think none over Lucky. I feel cool with that. I'm not 100% dropping Lucky in just yet. Because he's been pretty inconsistent. What is that a fox? What kind of? That's a nice little puppy. That's a good little puppy. I like that emote. I mean, it's no save as Pog, which I really need to change or get different. But I just need to have a dog as my emote or actually stream sometime. Okay. 4 Wizzy wins is really good. Yeah, none deserves to be right up there. I believe that. So these two both have really bad losses. Army, yeah. I think they're two Ices players, and I don't want to be. Are they? They're both on this list, right? Let's just give a quick little John. Having a Plup wins pretty sick. Having a Mewtwo wins pretty sick, and having a Mango. Yeah, he just Bananas basically benefits from actually being able to play Mewtwo King and Mango this year. That's your ticket to becoming a top Ices player. Just playing Mewtwo King and Mango. That's how you do it. Yeah, Bananas has like a weird list of bad losses as well. So Army's more consistent. Bananas has a little bit better peaks. Pippi, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Eddie Mexico. We went through Army's losses a little bit early. Here's a couple of bad ones. He has a loss to Chudat. They both have a loss to Chudat. Is Chudat just... Have I missed out on the train of Chudat being good at the ice? Oh, yeah, 2 Diz losses. MacD. Oh, actually... I mean, still, he shouldn't be losing the MacD. Lucky and absent page? No, Lucky's better. That's not a question. Lucky's just... At a tournament, I'm going to expect Lucky to do better. Like, Lucky can be inconsistent, but Lucky's going to... Actually, I don't know, man. No, I think Lucky's been playing for so I would... Not that I try to factor Legacy in. Seeding is so whack. Seeding's, like I always say when I'm talking about rankings, when someone brings up seeding, seeding's a whole other question entirely. Seeding's weird, man. I could see. Weird thing is, I could see Bananas over Lucky, but I could also see I could see Bananas over Army, and I could see Army over Lucky, but I cannot see Bananas over Lucky, if that makes any sense. If someone can thinks about that. I am feeling an Army 18th. But yeah, it's so weird. I can't see Bananas over Lucky. Duck has a Hungry Box win. He totally deserves to be that high. Lucky and AP are not comparable. AP's still on the come up. Lucky has been come up. Fin about a bin come up. Watch the VOD. Oh man. Is there anyone else? Not Absent Page. Absent Page is not in this conversation. I don't know why I'm pointing to Twitch chat in my area. Is there anyone else you guys think I should be considering for these last 3 top 20 spots besides Absent Page? Because I love Absent Page to death, but he's not top 20. Has been cummed up. Thank you, Armored Goose. West Falls has that winning ref bit. Yeah, what's West doing, my homie? He's a win on Leffen. I don't care if Leffen went Marth. He almost lost to Leffen's Marth. That was actually, I think it went to last hit. Like, oh, he's killing it against Wizzy. Yeah, West. I really meant it, guys, when I said West Falls hasn't gotten worse. Like, his records just look like everyone else's. He just has a lot of shitty losses. No one else in this combo. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Master, hey, Pippi, I'm thinking that you might be either a Luigi fan or a Luigi main. Something seems a little sus here. KJH is really good too. KJH might be over Absent Page. Yeah, I do definitely want to look at Hugs'. I want to peep. I mean, he's probably not in this conversation, but I want to peep Hugs real quick. Because I keep on saying his second half of the year is bad, but it might just be the fact that he didn't do anything exceptional. Let's look at Hugo. Let's go for Hugo. Lost to Bananas. Lost to Chew. Hey, I think he might have an Ices problem. West Pew Pew. Lucky Plop. Amsawin Duckman. That was a good tournament for Hugs. Genesis was really good for Hugs. Oh, yeah, because both the Dig guys made top 8, and they lost Lucky. Yeah, already off to not great. Lucky Armada. Not great wins here. Loses to another Ices. Loses the Wizard of Kind of Expect. Beats Absent Page, the god. Beats Morse code in the... I always get Morse code confused with heartstrings. Morse code is the one who plays Samus, right? They're both from Michigan. Hugs does have a winning record on AMSA, which is pretty sick, which is going to be the thing that carries him. He does have a lot of sus losses. He lost to Saint, lost to Armada, who loses to a retired. He doesn't even play anymore. He's just bad. Almost lost the Copmaster. Yeah, Nana has a lot. I mean, Hugs just has a lot of. I think even in the beginning of the year, he was kind of carried. Oh, that was such an awful set. Hugs was carried in the beginning of the year by his AMSA and Zane wins. Yeah, it was that was an ugly set. Yeah, so Hugs, inconsistent, pretty good peaks. Absent Page, more consistent than Hugs. Nah, they're probably both the same consistency, but Hugs has better peaks. AP at the top of the list. Lod has been pretty inactive, but he's a good player. But I don't know. Lod, I'll have to relook at that. Okay, let's put these boys in first. This conversation needs to be. I do think Hugs over Absent Page, because Absent Page just is so good, but he just lacks the peaks. He needs those. Lucky Bananas Army? Really? No, I was confident about that, but I'm thinking, so Army and Bananas are both Icy players. They're both inconsistent. No, I think Army's a better. Army just hasn't gotten the chance to play. His DreamHack Atlanta, he beat like two good players. He beat S2J again, and then I forget who else he beat. But Army's, Absent Page's recent run was just kind of like, yeah, this is what we expect from him now. Yeah, King Momo, S2J twice, and Sharks. Like that's, we already, like 2 years ago. Maybe early this year we'd be like, oh man, that's sick. Now it's just like, yeah, Absent Page is good. These are players you should beat. Oh, God. I was watching Summit because I'm not a nerd. Nice. Yeah, I only know about it because podcast prep. Oh, yeah, if Army had the chance to play against Mango or Mewtwo more, he would have... Can only see Hugs above Absent Page. West, maybe? Yeah, this is... The reason that Absent Page isn't top 20 is just because there's so many good players before him that come before him. Man, ranking season is amazing and sucks at the same time. Plupwin's really good. That 3 over Plup. There wasn't any. I'm not trying to diminish Bananas wins or something. I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting that Bananas, that there wasn't some like weird extenuating circumstances that led to Plup to lose to Bananas. Yeah, I think Icy's players are always going to be inconsistent. I think Banana over Army is fair, even though. Again, I don't know if this makes sense. I think Army's probably a better player, but I think having that win over Plup is really sick. 10 a.m. pools, okay, yeah. So I think Bananas is over Army. Again, I think Army's a better player, but having a Plup win, and as much as it's like a half meme that I'm saying he didn't get to play Mewtwo King because I feel like Army could beat Mewtwo King, I think Chudak could probably still beat Mewtwo King. Well, that's a whole another conversation beyond itself. Yeah, because I hate Mewtwo King. I love Mango. I forget who else I hate. Yeah. Okay. I'm glad you guys are seeing that, like what I mean by like Bananas over Army. Even though I think Army's a better player. Yeah. Okay. Then what is a Lucky? Lucky is not an Icy's player, so he's probably more consistent. Does Lucky have any like egregious like non-top 100 losses? Because, I mean, there's a lot of bad losses in here, but I don't think Army and Bananas are free of that either. Yeah, that's kind of what we say. I think we can all agree that we hate Music King. Love you, Fables. I'm glad that even though we disagree, you stick around. I appreciate it. Look at losses between Absent Page and Lucky. Cobb. Oh, Cobb's a god. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're saying he's lost. 7-6 never happened. Yeah, he lost the Cobb. What about Lucky versus Absent Page? Lucky's a 1-0 over Absent Page. Flipsy, yeah, Flipsy and Drunk Sloth could both beat Muta King. AP not over Lucky. No, homie. Does Absent Page have a Zane win? He does not have a Zane win. Yeah, what? Is that a clip of me saying I hate Muta King? God damn it. Both Lucky and Absent Page can't beat Santiago. Santi's so weird. Santi's attended like 3 tournaments or something. Like Santi's like might not make the top 100 just because he didn't meet attendance requirement. He's too busy putting out fire tweets. Yeah, no, I think that's cool. I think that's fair. Absent Page stands. Burn me now. I was the original Absent Page stand. Y'all wouldn't know shit about Absent Page without me. That's kind of a joke. That's 100% a joke. Yeah, no, I think Lucky's more consistent. Oh no, sorry, Lucky isn't. He's in rank 0. Labo's rank 0. Come on, he should have been there. I did look at Lucky's losses. Also, I'm keeping this off so I don't have an aneurysm. Like, I think I might change on this, but I want to make some fancy stats and look over the numbers. Like, I'm having these boxes because these are probably going to change, so I don't have an aneurysm. And that's also why I wasn't all the way scrolled up, so we don't have to have... Because I do definitely want to look at those numbers again, but... yeah, there's no productive things will come out of that conversation from what I know. Oh, it's Labs is back. Rank 0's back again. The best player. Goddamn right, the homie is here. The truest homie. Oh, now the viewers are working. And it was 24 viewers. Hell yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We've had our conversation about Crush. Crush is very in a good place. Well, he's in a good place. All right. That was a lot less painful than I thought it would be, getting all these things filled up. We still have a lot more work to do. Oh yeah, make sure that's in the frame as well. Yeah. Crush has, but Crush is consistent. Crush has fairly good peaks and is consistent. He has those Zane wins. Zane win. Yeah, Crush is in a good spot. I'm happy with where Crush is. Because, I mean, I super underrated Crush in the summer. And then he didn't place anything else. Oh, yeah, it's the HT loss. And the Beyblade loss. But it's so weird this year. Everyone has bad losses. There's so many people who have bad losses. I have a fight with Reasoning about Music King. Saved his Untitled. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely... and Fables, whatever argument I end up going with in the actual video is going to be much more thought out than anything I can like spitball off the top of my head while on stream. Like, it's a lot easier to have the benefit of being able to like type out and think over and look at the results. Like, once I have time to kind of like sit down and analyze stuff, we'll go there. I think Hugs over Absent Page. Anyone of these guys over Hugs? Westballs has all those Wizro wins. Everyone has bad losses. Hugs has those Mega Xmas losses. Oh, what's he go by now? Noah? Noah's his new tag, right? Um, yeah, no, my reasoning. Someone explained it in like a YouTube comment that I didn't just like because they were agreeing with me. Yeah. Slightly wins the category, even though he has no winning records and real. Yeah, like this comment is basically it captures my reasoning pretty well. Yeah, Mega Xmas, I think he's Noah now. But this guy explains kind of my reasoning, or at least my reasoning was when I put oh, I hate Mewtwo King, guys. Man, I hate Mewtwo King so much. He wasn't like one of the first players I found out about and got me into the game. Like, no, I hate Mewtwo King, guys. I hate that people say I'm biased against Mewtwo King. That's just not true. Or that I like Mango. There's a video, like one of my first, like when I was coming up the video, someone was like, wow, I mentioned that I wasn't a big fan of Mango, and someone said, clip it, expose him, disgrace him. I said I wasn't a big fan of Mango, and someone was like, if you're not a fan of Mango, you're not a fan of Melee. I dislike this video. And now I'm a huge Mango stan. I'm not biased towards anyone. Maybe towards Westballs, and that's about it. But I'm like consciously not biased against him because people know he's my favorite player. This list. There's a reason this is here. Son. Hey, son. Okay, back to fact. Actually, I want to look at KJH's here. KJH. Let's look at this boy. He's a Zane win. He's 3 Crush wins. Does not have a Zane win. I lied. I'm a big fat liar. A lot of good wins in this like mid-range category. Also a lot of big losses in here. Absent Page is probably over KJH. Yeah, Absent Page is probably over KJH. I'm biased against Luigi mains? No, why? How could I be biased against the most handsome man in Smash? Yeah, no, I don't think KJH is below these Johns. Gatsu. Kind of just getting like a general feel of what these guys are up to. Gatsu's had a hell of a... He's got 3 wins on Hungrybox. And he's got a win on Plup. This guy's a god. Why is this guy not top 20? This little run right here, even though it's just 1-0s, that's sick. That's real good right there. And then this run, we can avoid this. We don't have to think about that. Okay, there's a lot of losses here. 3 losses to Absent Page. Absent Page is good against Falcon. A win over Army's nice, but that's a losing record. The Army. Oh man, it was so sick starting out, and then got to that mid range. Like Gatsu's pretty good. I thought for a second he had a 1-0 record on Gatsu. I was like, he probably lost to some of these sets, his secondaries. No, it looks like he beat a That's where he's got his 3 wins against Orlando Man. Yeah, Gatsu's good. Gatsu over KJH though. What's their peaks? That's actually probably Gatsu over KJH. Is that crazy? Does that sound crazy? Gatsu over KJH? Oh yeah, he's not. Cobalt's not losing to him. Cobalt knows that matchup. KJH's wins. His best is 3 on Crush. Ooh, what did I... doubles. Nothing scarier than that. 3 on Crush, even with Lucky, even with Swedish. No, those are some pretty good wins. No, I think KJH over... Yeah, I think KJH over Gatsu. Yeah. Yeah. Gatsu's good though. What's their head to head? Oh, head to head is like minimal. Head to head doesn't like super matter. It's the nature of nurture of melee stat. Yeah. Yeah, KJH is over Gatsu. Oh, yeah, I'm just kind of trying to get like a general feel of all these boys. I'm gonna need to find. I might, because I'm not prepared to go on after this. Maybe I'll do like a loose like ordering of people, and then after I end the stream, after I get these done. But I think yeah, there's a gap. Gatsu. Remember when Lod was top 20? Yeah. Let's look at Wesh Balls and see where he falls in this dynamic. Having those wins over Wizrobe, pretty damn good. Having some of those bad losses that we already saw, having a win over Leffen, that's damn good. West Balls is still a good player. He's just inconsistent. What's up on Absent? I'm surprised Absent Page didn't. That seems like something Absent Page could win. 2 wins on Duck. West Balls is good, man. West Balls is really good. I'd probably say that West Balls is at the very least here. West Balls is really good. And that's not my bias showing through. West Balls is just actually a really talented player. And he will hopefully always be. It's probably gonna be a lot after let's go, Lottie boy. 2 wins on Zane, but that's Zane pretty much wins. That's what that record tells me. Rishi needs to be in the conversation here? Really? I think Rishi's good, but I don't think he's up here. I think... So this is not going to be a super hard lock-in for any of these guys because I still have all the other ones to look at, especially like the guys at the end. I feel that I like this ranking. I like that a lot. I think that is a good grouping of people. Hugs, West, and AP are the top 3, but yeah, that's I completely agree. I feel like that is a nice looking list. I think that's so KJH going down feels weird, but like he didn't beat a top 6 player. That's where this guy's sneaking in from. Yeah, I think if Lod was more active, I feel like that. I feel good with this. I don't feel AP going down. It's not. I don't think AP got worse. Absent Page has not gotten worse. I just think he's getting jumped by these boys. Well, I guess just this boy. I forget if they were for Lloyd over KJH. Everyone else has just got more impressive. Yeah, that's as memey as that sounds. That's kind of what happened. Lod over KJH. Yeah, let's look at Lod versus KJH. Yeah, I think what in my head that I wasn't able to quantify is kind of this sort of quadrant where Lod can win these games, but KJH cannot, just because I guess people are better at the Fox matchup. I think that's what pushed me. Like I know my heart of hearts that I think Lod's a better player than KJH, and I think this is kind of the range where it shows. Like I don't see KJH beating Zane anytime soon, and that's also like partial to the character matchup because Zane's just so good at that matchup, and like I don't see KJH beating SFed anytime soon. Him being Crush is interesting. Yeah, but like I think that's pretty much my reasoning about like what it feels that. Wait, the whole Ultimate was just like all of Ultimate was leaked? Are we serious about this? Oh, all the cutscenes? Oh, let me look at this on my because I don't want to spoil stuff for people. It's all wow. Well, that's cool to know that there's more cutscenes. Jesus. All right. Well, I should avoid the Smash Bros. Subreddit. Wait, there's a mega. You can the whole game. Can I just like pirate? Let's just pirate it real quick on stream. That sucks. Yeah, I mean it was gonna happen eventually. Like the leak happening this close is not that bad. Like it's 2 weeks out. Yeah. Man, I still can't wait for Ultimate's gonna be sick. But am I does it say I'm streaming? Am I not streaming Melee? Is that why it's a little weird? Let me double check that real quick now that the numbers are back up. No, God, no. I do not want that. Well, one, I don't know how I would even play. Why is Mario Party 4? Why do I have that saved? How am I doing? Okay, yeah, okay, I'm in the Melee thing. Doing better than Truman. I do not know who that is. They have a lot of streamers. That's pretty sick. That's why we can't have nice things. Damn, I really, man, I guess I can tell you guys now because Nintendo kind of dicked me over. But I emailed them about after Wizrobe got his Nintendo the ambassador program. I emailed Nintendo. I was like, hey, you should let me in that kind of thing. I make Smash content, and they're like, okay, yeah, get 10,000 subs and we can talk. So after I hit 10,000, I emailed Nintendo, and they're like, yeah, let's review this real quick. And they're like, nah, we're not really looking for that kind of content, which is probably because I make Melee content. I bet if after Ultimate comes out and I have like 5 Ultimate videos on my channel, they'll be like, yeah, I'll give you stuff. But I just wanted Ultimate early, man. That's all I wanted. I was immediately going to leak it all and then leave the program. I wasn't actually going to do that. But yeah. Yeah, Nintendo does not like Melee content, evidently. Who would have thought Nintendo does not want to support Melee? We've seen no proof of that in the past. Okay, all right, boys, we're going to have to start throwing out some names. How's Swedish below Crush when he beat Armada? Because that's the only good thing that Swedish did this year. And I will... If Swedish and Armada play 100 more matches, especially if they're best of 5, I'd say Swedish takes like 2 of them. Yeah. Like, I don't think Swedish beats Armada in another millennium. And I love... Swedish is not only a dope player to watch... And he's local. He's from Jersey. He's tri-state. So I'm a big fan. But Swedish is a cool dude. But that's where he's ranked. Okay, yeah. Well, we gotta start. Oh no, I don't want to save on these Dyson things. We gotta start looking at names to start be throwing in here. Let me push this over. Let's do some because I can't really do the double screen kind of thing because of that weird setup I have. Let's start throwing some names in some boxes. Names I haven't included. Ryan Ford, probably here. Yeah, you guys don't usually get to see this kind of stuff I do off stream. Shroomed is probably a little bit higher. These numbers need to be super updated. It'd be like 31 to 35. They're kind of just like general big grouping categories, so I can get a feel for categorizing all these people. Let's see, La Luna. Actually, now that these numbers are in here, I have to calibrate to these guys. Yeah, Shroom's probably up here. Ryan Ford probably also up here. Yeah, now that I put these numbers in, this is weird. Well, Luna is kind of... Luna and Shroomed are kind of like go hand in hand in this area. Cyrox. Like, there's so many people, yeah, like, I don't know. They're all kind of in this weird conversation up here. Smuckers has had he's had not good of a year. Oh, Ginger's like there. Besides his Axe win, he really hasn't done much. As much, I also love Ginger, but... Again, people have negative rankings like Ryan Ford and Trillium. Yeah, they should. Cobalt's sick. Is there any names that you guys think that should be up here? What has Ice done this year? Like Ice hasn't really done much. IBDW is probably over here as well. As much as I hate that. Like I've talked to these guys now. I have to qualify all this, because I'm like, I don't want to rank anyone low. Michael being this high. Yeah, Michael. Toussaint. I don't know Michael Toussaint. Why should I have no? Oh, where's Ginger on the list? Ginger's like here. Yeah, Ginger's probably a little bit lower. I don't know if his Axe win's probably gonna put him over IBDW. Now Chu is he's not in the top 100. Chu's just Chu's probably like 46 to 50, 51 to 70, 71 to about like 85. Let's see. Here we go. There's Chudak, guys. There we go. I think that's about right. Okay, no, I'm gonna. I don't actually hate Judet. Yeah, no, Chudet's not that bad. Chudet's still a good player. Is Mike Hayes that bad? I don't know what Mr. Hayes has been up to. We can't bring back the Eichelman meme. Eichelman's like actually sus now. Like it's not fun anymore because like he's kind of a bad person. Yeah, I can actually move this over a little bit more. Move this over now. Oh yeah, Zamu. Zamu's top 20. Zamu's a god. Smux is good. Yeah, and this is all like super rough. I'm just kind of just putting names in boxes. Mike Hayes. Yeah, Mike Hayes is probably here. Big Zamu fan. Zamu's a big fan of the show. Rishi being up there is pretty good. Blade-wise, it's kind of... Yeah, these are all just weird, rough categories, placing these people. Michael's... A lot of these are probably going to change from here. These are just, like, bad. I think Michael's probably better than Toussaint. Keizu. Oh, yeah, Keizu's... Oh, Keizu has that arm. Yeah, Keizu's probably... I need to look at more of his stuff. He's probably somewhere in there. Anyone I'm missing real big? Blade-wise. Yeah, Blade-wise might even be, like... SB Grizz, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, homie. Yeah, I'd say Blade-wise probably more, like, there. Calm down, get some apple juice, kid. Yeah, Zamu, I think you're rating Zamu a little bit too high. Is Junebug been active enough? I feel like I haven't heard anything from Junebug. Junebug's probably a caliber of player that's here, but I think his results put him like here-ish. Enable TV, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. I love that. I don't need like an actual follow or notification thing. I just have my little email things. Yeah, if Junebug's been super inactive, I'm inclined to put him more there. Not because I don't think he's a good player, just because he doesn't have the results. Face roll. Oh yeah, what's his name? What was the... Why can't I think of his name? Squid. Squid's probably top 50. I forget who exactly... What event was it that Squid went on in, like, his insane run? I'm trying to think exactly what that run, how it quantified. It was a GTX, yeah. Actually, I can probably just DTX. Melee. Oh, that's the wrong year. SSX 64. Mason 7495. Thank you for the follow. Here we go. Yeah, Squid and Zamu. How do you get a more More hypest team. Oh, he's got a bananas win. He's got a top 20 win. He's got a West Balls win. He's got 2 top 20 wins just here. He's got a Commaster win. He beat the god himself. Yeah, I gotta check out. Yeah, where's my Fortnite top 100? I think I physically felt ill saying Fortnite top 100. Yeah, Squid's definitely top 50. Or I hate making like catch-all statements. Squid might be better. Squid might have had a better year than Ginger. I don't know. That's an interesting. Who's the best? Who's that Falco? That's an interesting conversation. Squid versus Ginger. I'm gonna have to wait. SSX 64. Why am I looking at this? Send me a bracket. Send me a bracket so I can find that easier. Oh, this one? Because if I can get to that easier, that's better. Oh man, my Black Friday portraits won't last long. Thanks, guys. The one where West Balls went absolutely crazy. Beat Lucky. Yeah, Squid's sick. Oh, Squid's super sick. Moki is a beast. There's so many dope players. Yeah, Squid's pretty sick. Face roll? Off a feeling, I'm going to put face roll right about there. Yeah, these, and again, guys, like this is like super true for this area. This is kind of just like getting a feel, and like probably by the time I do the next stream, these are going to be like reordered, and yeah, like these are super rough. Like none of these are locked into. This is just kind of so I get so I kind of have like an easier way to trudge through everyone. How many names do I have here? Is that enough to fill up a top 50? So I have 23 more spots open, and there's probably more than 23 names there. 3, 6, 9, 12, 14, 17, 20. So I'd need 3 more names. The top 20 most attractive of the top 100? That's just too difficult. There's too many handsome people in the top 100. It's just too hard. Everyone's a winner. Where's Prof gonna be? Prof is like probably here. Prof might be. I'm inclined to put him over here. Get him out of here. Just because I like this. These are all kind of just like eye tests, kind of like from off the top of my head, where I kind of like snap judgment these people. Slocks. Slocks is probably here. Meds. I don't know. I don't know about Meds like off the top of my head. I don't know about over either. Actually, I'd be more inclined to put over and then Meds. Let's see. Is there anyone else really? I think let me look at the top 100, see if there's any names that'll ring a bell. What is Kagi just? Has he been up to? Actually, after you get outside the top 50, it's gonna really matter about one who's like actually on the ballot, which will be more important. So I guess before I finish off the stream, we can get out of this little jaunt. Let me make sure it's all lined up. Oh, these Cyber Monday deals, guys. The Adobe Cloud that I pay for. Totally did not pirate at all. I would never pirate any software illegally. That's a crime, and I'm a good Christian boy. Ballot requirements. They're not set in stone yet. Wheat and PTAS are still kind of ironing, and everyone else who's working on the team is still kind of ironing that out. Like the ballots aren't. I technically don't have a ballot yet. I think it would be really crazy if I didn't get one. That's so weird. Say like if I went back in time a year and told myself that I would have a top 100 ballot, like for sure. That's so weird. Yeah, but the bouts aren't set in stone. I'm just trying to. I've said this a bunch of times on stream. I don't think I've said today though that I'm trying to pump out as much of this ranking stuff before Ultimate comes out because, life is over after Ultimate comes out. Oh, I do hate Mewtwo King. Yeah, you're right. So I guess I'm never gonna get a ballot again. Well, yeah, I hate Mewtwo King. I hate Milkman. I hate Slime. I definitely hate Slime. Who else do I hate? I hate Melee. I hate making good content. I forget who else I hate. It's just so hard to keep track. There's so many people I don't like. I hate Zane versus Mewtwo King, like that matchup because it has Mewtwo King in it. Anyone versus Mewtwo King, I don't like that matchup because obviously Mewtwo King. Hate Nintendo ambassadors. I actually do hate that. I hate games that are not Melee, like Ultimate, worst game ever played. I think is almost worse than Brawl. Well, I mean Smash 4 is worse than everything. I hate Sarcasm, really bad. I hate the Melee Stats podcast. I hate every member of Melee Stats, especially Edwin. Yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's, well, I mean, there's still so many. Like, there's a top 100, and, like, I hate most of those players. And I only like Mango, and I like Westballs. I only like people who play Falco. I love Ginger. That's it. I hate bad Melee. I have nothing. I put Slime in that list. I actually don't hate Slime. It's like, well, I mean, I don't hate most of the things in that list. But Slime and I are cool. Slime works hard. Slime is a real hard worker, and he deserves to be where he is. Yeah, but before we finish off, let's fill in these 3 spots with players that are good. So, anyone else of these 3 should be in this conversation. He's like 35 and eats soup from a cold can. I hope not. That sucks. Eating soup from a cold can, like soup's meant to be hot, unless you're eating gazpacho, but like that's more of like you're eating a dip. You're eating just like cold tomato sauce, like cold soup. I hate cold soup. I'll take a hard line, a very hot take. Well, I guess it's really not a hot take. I'll take a hot take on that. Cold soup, bad. Banned. Anyone who says they're pro cold soup, ban them. I don't know if there's any mods in here besides me. I know I'm the only mod, so no one's gonna get banned today. Yeah, that might be a little bit of a hot take. Okay, but back to being serious for the first time in my life. Anyone else should be in this conversation? Mr. Beat Mewtwo King himself, Mr. Really good against Falcon. He's the guy who beat so that's some pretty. Cobalt might be higher. Cobalt, yeah. Oh, Cobalt might be. Who is he after? Cobalt might be higher than Gatsu. Cobalt might be higher than Gatsu. Wizard win, Amza win, and an Axe win. Cobalt's higher than Gatsu. Cobalt, is he higher than KGH? How's the consistency? Cobalt's probably higher than Gatsu. That string of wins right there that's insane. That's real good. It's Cobalt's bad losses. Hacks, Abu. So he's got. Let me look at his year. Cobalt's sick. I knew there was a reason I had him high in the summer. Cowmaster might be 51 to 55. Cobalt over Hugs? I don't. Wait. How high could this train go? Let me look at anyone know bad losses for Cobalt? Well, yeah, Boo Michael. Those aren't any bad losses there. Okay, no, he's got a lot of bad losses. That's what's gonna keep him down. He lost to Yort. Not that Yort's a bad player. It is not a name I expected to see here. Yeah, no, he's got a lot of bad losses. Yeah, no, that's why he's not that high. Is Rishi better than Cole? Those 3 wins are insane. Cobalt's good. Cobalt not. Why did you immediately jump to Cobalt over Hugs? That's Oh, man. No, yeah, he's just got so many bad losses. Let's look at Gatsu again. Let's look at the god himself. Yeah, let's keep this up. I hate talking about Lucky, yeah. Luck has nothing to do with this game. Melee is all about skill. Gatsu. I think Rishi is better than Cobalt. Those peaks, though, actually, yeah, like player-wise, like, gun to my head, I'd probably bet on Rishi over Cobalt at a tournament, I think. Yeah, gun to my head. Yeah, those wins are really good, though. Gatsu, Lucky, Zane. Yeah, Gatsu also has some pretty good wins. Gatsu's got some, and he's got some weird losses. Now I'm looking at these like Absent Page Bananas losses in a different light because they're already up there. Luna loss is a little weird. Ice loss is not that great. Gatsu, I think we could agree. Gatsu is more consistent than Cobalt. If they met head to head, Cobalt would probably win because that shouldn't factor anything into this. Go to all these tournaments, bet on someone. Bet on the guy who lost the Yort but beat Axe. Axe was also slumping that. Not that that should take away from his win. Axe was slumping in that part of the year. Got to all as a Zane win. He's even with one of those, right? I'm surprised he's 1-1. Okay, he lost the second set. Okay, that's a little. Yeah, I think Cobalt under Gatsu. If Hax went to a super major, he'd be top 100 easy. If Hax attended a fourth of the events he signed up for, he could probably be top 100. Yeah, I think I'm cool with that. Actually, no. I definitely, we're definitely. I'm definitely convinced Gatsu over Cobalt. I have to make sure. Yeah, no. Wait, we can talk about Rishi. So he's got the Mewtwo win. Pretty sick. And he has a whole lot of losses. Beat Swedish, Pew Pew. Those are some good records in there. What's his? I feel like he has some. He has 4 losses to Hacks. Wow. All locals. Yeah. Wow. That's surprising. That's really surprising. Michael Toussaint. I think I might have Rishi over Gatsu. Where's Gatsu? Gatsu doesn't have like any crazy bad losses, if I'm remembering correctly. Nah, Gatsu's way more consistent. I think. There's no convenient way to look at Fiction's results. Hopefully he's in here. I think Fiction over. I mean, Rishi over Cobalt. I feel good about that. Because Cobalt much less consistent, but has those really good 3 wins. Rishi has a Mewtwo win and is more consistent, so I think that's fair. Rishi over Gatsu. Let me look at Rishi's losses again. I would say probably not. Yeah, no, Gatsu's probably more consistent. Rishi lost to Hax, so Hax is top 30. Link to the chart. Oh, I got you. This is Wheats. Wheat's sick. Give me that weeb. Remember when Ginger was above Absent Page? Different times. Also, Smooth, I did see your comment. I do appreciate the reference. Axe is better than Lucky. Axe is so weird. Axe's ranking, some might say, pretty nebulous. I'm funny. Oh yeah, if I have to find some convenient way to look at Fiction's results. No, I'll keep you up, Gatsu. How can you say no to that handsome face? I was looking up the results for fiction. Doesn't get stranger than fiction. I might have kind of just overrated fiction for my feel. Rishi Wizard wins. Pretty sick. Oh, he could have been in Summit, and he probably would have got some good wins. Oh, he wouldn't have got as good wins as Bananas got at Summit. This set was so important for Banana's ranking this year. Banana probably gained like 10 to 15 ranks just by winning this set. Oh, man. That's a heartbreaker. It's a heartbreaker, too. If Fiction wins either of those sets, that's huge. Oh, yeah, I might have Fiction way too high. I think I have Fiction way too high. He lost to that's not a bad tournament. Beep's absent page loses to Santi. Santi's a god. Santi's top 30. Santi's top 10. Santi's just the best. Yeah, no, I have Fiction way too high. Because the beginning of his year was kind of garbo. I mean, yeah, he lost to Spub. Yeah, and he's got no... Yeah, that's... Yeah... Yeah, Fiction's way too high. Fiction is way too high on this list. Is there anyone else you guys really think that can compete with these two? Or are we going Rishi Cobalt? We locking it in? Because I think I'm... Well, I guess whoever we find after this discussion. No, Axe by far. Axe is the best by far. Santi's the best to ever do it. Yeah, that's fair. That seems like a very fair statistical analysis. Very unbiased, very smart. Very, very brilliant, just overall. I think that'll probably do it for today, because, I mean, I got to do a whole lot more sorting on these guys. And actually, I think probably no stream tomorrow. I mean, I got to move all my stuff back into school tomorrow. Well, I guess tomorrow, if you're watching the VOD, tomorrow would be... Oh, wait, this is not going to show. Oh, actually, no, it won't show up on the thing, because the little calendar. I'm going to say probably no stream Sunday the 25th. Maybe Monday the 26th. Like, this week is weird because I've got, like, I got so much shit going on these next 2 weeks. Like, I got, Ballot season's going to be huge, and I want to make, I want to do all the research for the top 10 so I can relook at these discussions. Because the video, for you people who are still here, the video on, like, my official top 10, like what I'm probably going to lock in. I mean, this might change with Don't Park in the Grass, but my top 10 for the year is probably going to be Thursday's video. A week after that's video is probably going to... Oh, that's like the day before Ultimate comes out, right? Oh, that's going to get washed. Maybe I'll try to get it out by Tuesday of the top 20 video. That's going to be weird. Well, they're at least... I know for sure as of now, top 10 video coming this Thursday, so a lot of my time this week is going to be working on kind of sorting those out. Yeah, I'd like to stream and get done by the end of the week, or at least by the end of these 2 weeks, get done up to 50, because, again, like, Ultimate's going to wash everything out. But I don't think any stream Sunday, but, again, like, follow me over here and follow me on Twitter to make sure, like, you know when I'm streaming, because I stream at such weird times, especially because I have, like, class and a job and have to work on videos, that it's hard for me to, like, say I'm going to stream at X time every day or something like that. But yeah, I'll probably wrap it up for the stream. I'm surprised it didn't go that long. It felt longer because there's just so much big brain energy going on here. Yeah, but I think that's really about it. Is there anything else you guys want to say or talk about before I call it a night and go work on something else? Anything you boys in the chat want to meme about real quick? Got anything cool going on? We doing anything? What's the move, boys? What are we doing? Looking through all the wins and losses? For who? Just looking? You don't know, man? Just looking into the void. And the void stares back. Yeah, like it all, like having everything to compare these dudes, which is probably why when I go through and make the video, these might change a little bit. Like I remember can I pull that up real quickly? Was that for the summer rank? I think it was for the summer rank. Yeah, this was I just worked on this section during a couple of streams, and this is how much it changed throughout the other ones. Like, there's almost certainly, when I go to make the video, if I make the video for the top 20, or if I just, like, go back and look at it on stream again, the list will probably change a little bit. Oh, Hudson Page almost, he was so close to making it. He was so close. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if Prof makes it when the qualifications come out, or the list for the ballot comes out. It'll probably be like 150 or something qualified. Actually, that seems like way too much. It'll probably be like 140 people who make the ballot. I forget what it was last year. I know for summer it was 69 people. Yeah, but this year's just been weird. I think that about does it though, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night. Good couple hours of streaming, a nice little talk with you guys, a nice little argument, nice little good fun times with the boys. So this is kind of the list we got so far. We got a rank 0, best player in the world, and then Hungrybox, and then everyone from there. So that's kind of what we're working with as of now. That's about it. So thank you guys for coming to join me, and let's figure out who we're gonna host. Where we go? Oh God, what am I doing? Who is live? Who's playing Melee? Who's live? I'll host Axe. That'll really help him out. I'll host Nez, so maybe he'll give me a sick controller. All right, I'm gonna call it a stream, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time. Go Birds. If I can remember how to do this. It's like /host. There we go. See you guys. Thanks for coming to hang out. Love you.